Over the course of this playthrough, I have shown 3 maps to let people guess what the challenge is supposed to be. The maps I showed very closely resembled the normal playthrough of Conquest, which was a trend that kept going after Chapter 16, the last time this file was shown. I also gave hints to help, the first being that it was more of a funny challenge than a difficult one, and the second being that it was not possible to do on Birthright or Revelation. Finally, I'm proud to announce that the gimmick of this playthrough was to make every unit a hero. And I don't just mean my main deployments, I mean every single character. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Dark Dragon for guessing correctly. For this challenge to be completed, you need at minimum 82,000 gold for all the seals. The story maps in Conquest alone give you over 100,000, so pair that with paralogues, Lilith, Profiteer, and selling, money is a non-issue. As I show off my units, you may notice that Azura and Izana are not yet heroes. They do have access to the hero class, but I've elected to give them exemptions for this map in order to use singing and the rescue and silence rods. I actually do have the resources available to LTC this map, but if that was a rule to have every unit just simply unlock the class, then there wouldn't be really any reason at all to do this playthrough. That's why every unit had to become a hero before Takumi gets defeated.
My apologies.
I begin by having Camilla use Rally Strength for Effie and Rally Defense for Ophelia. Azura is gonna help Effie get to the Enfeeble Maid in the center, where she's able to one-shot with Rally Strength.
Well, that was easy.
I obviously can't keep Azura in enemy range, so Xander shelters her. I also want a unit 2 spaces away from Xander's right to make sure that Izana can't rescue Effie into enemy range. I use Ophelia for this job.
Ooh, so scary.
The reason why I used Ophelia is because she's my only strong Levin Sword and Bolt Axe unit. Even when she's getting affected by Izana's personal skill, she's able to one-round the Armored Blow Oni Chieftains on enemy phase. In order for the enemies to target Ophelia, I need to get Xander out of their range. Nina takes Azura to let her sing to him. I want to use the Dragon Vein this turn, so Beruka shelters Effie out of the way to make room. Most of these other movements seem really unnecessary, but they make the nearby enemies move in the exact way I want them to, and didn't care enough to figure out which units actually made that happen.
The darkness whispers.
I'll help.
My heart is
I'll
singing.
protect you.
Putting Shigure next to Ophelia is very important, for more than just the rally. Ophelia will get frozen on enemy phase, so her only form of movement is to transfer Corrin away and pair up with someone else.
Ready for this? Are you okay? We won't give up. Sweet relief, that's over.
This turn is spent retreating my units back so I can fight the heroes and Omiyojis on player phase without taking hits from them first. Unit placement here is specific, but if I really wanted to, I could shuffle some around.
Be careful.
I'll do my best.
I'll play with you. I smell raw meat.
And here's Midori,
You are not alone.
here to save the day.
Ophelia is going to fight another Oni Chieftain this turn. I'd rather her use her full guard gauge for this, so after Izana and Shigure carry them, Corrin takes Ophelia back.
Will be just fine.
I'm here to help. Can I help? My passion burns bright.
I'm now in a much better position to take on the enemies here. Before that, I used my rallies. Ophelia takes out the last Oni Chieftain. Originally, building her guard gauge here was a lot more important than it is now, since she used to do a lot of fighting in the next turn too.
Are you okay?
Thanks to the speed pair up that hero gives, combined with rally speed, Effie can double the heroes to kill them in one round.
Who's scared? Not me. Are you okay?
Azura sings to Effie from below, since she needs to get to a spot that's exactly 5 tiles away from where she is next turn.
No more holding back! What a workout.
Fascinating.
We can do this together! Knock it off!
Ready and willing.
Shall we?
That's it?
A cap strength stat, life and death, quick draw, and odd shaped makes one-shotting Omiojis very easy for Velouria.
About time. For cute things everywhere. Smile. You're dead. So annoyed right now. Beautiful.
You are in good hands.
I can protect you. I can. Die already.
I was gonna do that.
Midori can do this.
More pests.
Ready?
Our prey.
This turn I want to get both of the remaining Enfeeble Maids out of here. In order to do this, I'm gonna need a massive transfer chain. Effie goes to the edge of Azura's range to get refreshed and take out the maid on the left. She doesn't have rally strength here, but she does have a guard gauge, and the one hit she'll take from the other maid won't do her much harm at all.
And here's Midori. Be nice. What are you doing?
Oh no, I'm hungry.
Odin helps Izana just barely get into Effie's rescue range. This is why I needed the Omiyoji movement to be specific.
Yay!
More importantly, since I gave Effie the boots from chapter 23, she's able to just barely reach the other maid from this spot. This of course means that I have to shelter Azura and transfer all the way down to Effie, but that's not much of an issue.
Let's see how this goes. I'll crush them!
Obviously, Effie can't survive staying down there by herself, so I need Izana to rescue her again. To do this, Velouria unpairs Camilla from Azura. Siegbert then creates space to let Azura reach the tile next to Izana. And lastly, Xander shelters Azura to let Midori and Soleil transfer her up.
Cover you. Just keep on smiling.
Izana needs to grab the second rescue rod from the convoy still. He's conveniently right next to a dragon vein, which is where I wanted to send Corrin anyways to block Takemi's attack.
Ah, here we go. I'll protect you.
The majority of infinite reinforcements are faceless. They aren't all that strong, but I need to be cautious of letting them pile up too much. Effie and Velouria can one-round them without much trouble.
Now I'm in the mix. That's the prey, huh?
I want to make sure that almost all of my units stay out of enemy range. I need to be absolutely sure that the faceless attack Effie and Velouria.
Trouble.
I believe in you. Let's do this together. Stay with me.
I provided rallies to Ophelia because she's gonna take on the paired up bow knights on enemy phase. She can one-round them with the bolt axe even without rally magic. Izana uses silence on the freeze maid to make sure that my main combat units don't get frozen. It spells certain death for at least one of my units if that were to happen.
Let's see what you've got.
We meet again.
It's all right. Here's hoping
Were you even trying?
Midori can do this. Be nice.
What a workout.
I'll cover you. Crossing my fingers. About time. I'm here to help. My passion burns bright. Here I am. Not a chance.
Ophelia now moves over to the other side to take out the two other paired up units.
I'm here to help. Ugh. We can do this. Ophelia Dusk is with you. We won't give up. Ah, bare finger of fate.
Effie takes out one of the Dark Knights with little issue thanks to the duel club.
Are you okay?
Good.
Velouria kills the Paladin on the Dragon Vein tile, which is just barely out of range of the ninjas and malignants across the map.
Who's scared? Not me. Delicious. What are you doing? Are you okay? That makes me hungry.
Camilla chips the further Paladin with a tomahawk.
Not to worry.
Time to play.
If she didn't crit, what I would have done was shelter Camilla with Beruka and then
How
have
shall we
Xander take her
proceed?
to attack the Paladin with the tomahawk and kill. That crit lets me save Camilla some HP since she would have gotten hit with Takami's attack. I have the rest of my
You
units
have
help
my
Azura refresh Ophelia again to kill the last Dark Knight. I want Ophelia to do it instead of someone else because if I attack from melee range, I'll pull the generals and one of the ninjas, which I don't want to do on this turn.
I'll handle this miscreant!
Can we do this? Here we go! I'm here to help. So, are you okay? Oh, sweet relief that's over.
I'll help! Let's do this.
I'll make them suffer.
Let's make this quick.
Now I feel safe enough to let Effie trigger the Master Ninja and Generals. They aren't that hard to deal with if you pick them off group by group. It's mainly the reinforcements that make this way harder than it needs to be. This is also the perfect opportunity to fix a mistake I made in preparations. I have my other units move back and stay out of enemy range. Effie and Velouria are gonna hold this choke point until all the generals are dead, which takes a few turns. They're really my only good enemy phase units for this map, since they don't get doubled, can one-round the faceless, and are defensive enough to survive multiple hits from enemies.
I'll protect you.
I like our chances. I'll take out the garbage.
Let's do this.
Here's hoping again. What are you doing? Be nice. Now I'm in the mix. What are you doing?
Feel the burn! Were you even trying?
Here's hoping again. Good fight. Now I'm in the mix. Be nice. Who's scared? Not me. And here's Midori. Are you okay? A hunting I will go.
I'll crush them!
Effie has just enough strength with the tomahawk to one-shot the Master Ninja. She could have done this on enemy phase, but I much prefer weakening the Pavis Wary Fighter generals over something I know that I can easily kill. To be absolutely sure the general in front of Effie dies, Ophelia is going to use Effie's dual strike with the hammer, which should guarantee success.
I'll protect you! It's not over yet!
No need to worry.
It's alright!
Cross my fingers.
Well, that was easy.
I actually make a mistake here. I meant to attack the Faceless with the Armor Slayer for enemy phase. It isn't a huge deal since I can trade it over with someone else though.
Daddy, are you watching?
For this strategy, I need to take at least one attack from Takumi. I figured that this was the best turn to do so, since only 2 of my units will be facing enemies. Effie is very bulky as is, and Velouria with the help from Rally Defense can survive getting her HP cut in half, as well as an extra hit from a general. She can then self-heal with Soul, Better Odds, and Goodie Basket, meaning she won't need Izana to waste an action on healing her.
How wonderful.
Out of my way.
No sweat.
I'll go with you.
So strong.
Here's hoping again. Be nice.
Time to say goodbye. Oh no, I'm hungry.
Cross my fingers.
These faceless reinforcements are really annoying to deal with. My 2 best faceless killers are up front blocking the choke points, so I have to rely on my units that are less equipped to deal with them. The worst part about Endgame on this challenge is the total lack of any beast or monster slaying weapons. Maybe for the new playthrough I should have more units with Golem Bane.
Not to worry. Trust me. Okay. I'll take your ass.
Careful. You can do this.
Can I do this?
We can do this.
Look me in the eyes.
I was thinking about this.
I'll cover you. Are you okay?
Nice.
I forgot about Izana's aura here, so unfortunately Effie can't one-round these faceless without a crit. This shouldn't end up mattering too much though.
No more holding back. Well, that was easy.
Are we ready?
Time to say goodbye.
Good.
Now I'm ready. What are you doing? Here's Siegbert. A hunting I will go. Daddy, are you watching? Here's hoping again. Are you okay?
As I deal with these faceless, I need to be wary of Takumi's attacks. I'm going to have to stay in this area for long enough to where I'll need to use the 2 nearby Dragon Veins. This is why I needed to take a hit from his last attack, since I just don't have the Dragon Veins to spare.
Here we go.
We meet again.
Time to kill.
fun.
As Beruka levels up, I will say that the nice thing about this challenge is that every unit is at least guaranteed to get soul. It's in my opinion one of the only proc skills that I think are worth trying to play for, Vengeance being my second choice.
I smell raw meat.
No need to worry.
Everything will be just fine.
We won't lose.
Let's go!
Let's go. I'll be your shield.
I'll cover you.
What a workout!
I have Corrin go further up into the left side of the faceless reinforcements. In hindsight, I should have given Corrin Siegbert's pair up and Camilla's Rally and Aura so she could reach the kill thresholds on enemy phase.
Ready?
I'll protect you.
Bring it on. Nope, not gonna happen.
You won't stop me. For Nohr!
After this final set of faceless, I'll finally be able to start moving on to the rest of the map.
Next to you.
This next section was extremely stressful since a lot of my units will be at low health, but with the right placements and movement orders, everything will turn out fine.
Oh, something shiny. I smell raw meat.
Let's begin. Let's keep up!
Celestial lizards. Trust me. I'm here for you.
You have my name.
How shall I proceed? Adorable eye.
I won't surrender!
Cross my fingers. Nice. I'll cover you. Be nice. That makes me hungry. About time.
I'll crush them!
I now want to start dealing with the Malignites, Paladins, and the remaining Master Ninjas. I'm gonna have Ophelia start by baiting them. To successfully do this, she needs every single rally I have, as well as inspiring song.
Let's go. Ophelia Dusk is with you.
How troubling. Right next to you.
This ends here. We stand together!
Ophelia, here to serve.
Fascinating.
Gotta eliminate it.
All the boosts let Ophelia with the bolt axe double and kill the Master Ninja, even with its massive res stat. Comparatively, the other enemies she faces on this turn are complete pushovers.
Not a chance. Are you okay?
What light is this?
We won't give up. Not a chance. We've got this. Can I help? Are you okay?
What light is this? Are we ready? Are you okay?
Well, that was easy.
And now the most stressful part of this clear is this turn, where I have to deal with a Faceless, a Paladin, a Freeze Maid, a Master Ninja, and 2 paired up Wary Fighter Malagnites. Ophelia begins by killing one of the Faceless.
Like the night.
This Paladin is a massive threat, so I use Velouria to take it out.
Now I'm in the mix. Be nice. Good fight.
Effie takes advantage of her full guard gauge by chipping down one of the Malagnites.
I'll cover you. What are you doing?
Camilla can now use Effie's dual strike to finally kill the Freeze Maid.
Strength is everything. Knock it off.
Sorry, darling.
Beruka pairs up with Xander to give the S support bonuses, and then Xander weakens one of the Faceless.
This is annihilation.
Prepare yourself! How very amusing.
Without that crit, the Faceless would have been in self-destruct range, which would make it completely unable to attack my unit since it died at the start of enemy phase. I was banking on getting crits here, but if that were to backfire, I wouldn't be in much danger.
Dance for me.
No escape!
That was so cool. We can do this. Oh,
Thanks to Gallon, Nina is able to kill the Malagnite that Effie weakened.
You can do this!
you thought you could win?
Izana then uses Silence on the other Malagnite to make sure it's completely harmless on enemy phase.
Everything will be just fine.
This Master Ninja has to die on this turn. Unfortunately, the only way I can kill all the other enemies and the Master Ninja makes it so the only person who can do it is Xander with the Brave Sword. And he has horrible hit rates. I should have let him get Shuriken Breaker for this map.
Gotta eliminate it.
You're right where I want you! Is that all?
I have no clue why the Great Masters targeted Shigure here. Not complaining though.
I will fight as well.
Ophelia Dusk is with me.
Wary Fighter is the least fun non-proc skill to fight against. You cannot change my mind.
I smell raw meat.
I've dreamed about this.
Be careful!
Now that the Malignite is dead, the only threats on this map are the 3 Rod units left. Enfeeble and the Hexing Rod are really the only thing that can kill me at this point.
Looks yummy.
Ready and willing. I'll take care of this.
I've got your back! This ends here.
How troubling. Let's end this with a smile.
Whoa! Enemy ahead!
Destiny, please be here. Not even close. Not today.
This ends now!
Now I'm next. Nice. What are you doing? Delicious.
This turn I have to set up for a massive enemy phase. Velouria is gonna fend off almost all of the Faceless approaching my army from the back side. Even though she has life and death, Soul and her cap defense stat makes her probably the best enemy phase unit on my team, especially considering that I took away Ophelia's tomes. The rest of my units set up to kill the Great Masters. Effie first takes out one of the Enfeebles. She uses the hammer here because she can't double with the steel axe.
I'll cover you.
Were you even trying?
Let's go!
Camilla and Corrin are gonna block off the right side Faceless from reaching anyone else. Camilla does 32 damage with the Silver Axe, so after the debuff, she can still take out another Faceless by herself.
Everything's okay.
I don't know how much this crit mattered, but I don't think it was too important.
We need each other.
With Inspiring Song, Effie can now use the Steel Axe to kill the Great Master, and is able to fight off the left side Faceless on enemy phase with little issue.
Let's do this.
Nina has to stay in place to make sure no Faceless can reach Azura. And now we enjoy the show.
Who's scared? Not me. Nice. Daddy, are you watching?
You won't stop me. I'm here to help. Let me help.
That's all.
I believe you.
Sweet dreams. Did it hurt?
Cross my fingers. Be nice.
I have my units take out the remainder of the Faceless as well as the nearby Oni Chieftains. I want to be completely sure that nothing will go wrong before I fight Takumi.
Together.
I'll crush them.
How troubling. Right next to you.
Here I am.
Be careful.
I can help.
Not to worry.
I'll help.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, looky! An enemy!
Trust me.
We meet again. Stay with me.
And now I can finally start setting up to kill Takumi. I move in all my units close by and make sure that all the units that I'll use are at decent HP.
Yeah.
We need each other.
Let's make this quick.
Strength is everything.
Ophelia Dusk is with you.
So strong.
That's the prey, huh?
You are not alone. No quarter. Let's do this.
Before we finish up, we have some last minute reclassing to take care of.
Here we go.
Whoa! Enemy ahead! No, no, no.
Velouria is the first to weaken Takumi to deal 38 damage.
Are we ready? Are you okay? A hunting eye will go.
With help from Rally Speed and her pair up, Effie can deal an extra 18 damage and get rid of his full guard gauge.
Be nice. My foe should fear me.
And finally, Corrin deals the final blow, with an exact kill. If she was short, I could have used Rally Strength.
Kill.
Takumi,